Oh, are we live now? Oh, that's much better. I don't know what you did.
The one that's casting is also on recording.
Perfect.
That way the noise cancellation actually works.
Perfect. Okay. Good to know next time. So yeah, if you don't know how to use the laser, learn to use the laser and love the laser. We did have a potential incident recently where someone may or may not have turned on the laser fan before starting the laser. Make sure you turn on the laser fan before you start the laser.
Where they just say someone didn't turn on the laser because that was very confusing. Yeah. That was actually pretty good.
We don't know if they have it.
But we don't know if they did or did not turn on the fan. But we have suspect that they did not turn on the fan.
There you go. That's the same thing.
Turn on the fan. All right, going through, I'm going to plow through this real quick here. New members. All right, we have one. New member who wants to join? Or we just one for today? Introducing yourself? I guess that's it.
Harassment time. Yay!
Okay, so harassment time. So stand up, tell us a little about yourself.
We're all believing it.
Hi, I'm James.
Hi, James.
Hi.
James what?
James Beasley. I actually was at the build out a year ago. I was helping put my drywall.
Yay!
Woo!
Poor drywall bastard.
And I just kind of left for a year and my own stuff.
All people are required.
I'm coming back to build this.
Yay!
Yay!
That's even better.
After we tortured you, made you do drywall, made you work construction, you're still interested?
Right.
Are you okay?
Maybe yes.
So questions for James.
Well,
Why? What? Tell us what?
go ahead.
Why were you interested in being a member? Right.
After all that, why?
Because I want to get involved in some building projects. I have a lot of free time and I need
That's all we do.
Power Wheels. We're about to do a 3-day conference of watching.
YouTube?
Yeah.
How do you feel about Power Wheels? So I think I remember you were talking Dave. You were talking about basically like type souped up go-karts, right?
Sure.
I'm interested in that. I'm want
Sold.
to get involved. Right, so we're voting now.
Yeah.
No. So tell us what you made.
What do I make? Right now, I'm trying to set up like a hydroponics stack in my apartment.
What are you trying to grow?
You're being recorded.
Just cooking it. Perfect. I don't really want to go to field.
Are you ready for the
What's wrong with water usage? Serious question. How do you feel about catnip? Do you have cats?
No. Before that, I've done the class of welding. I've done
Yeah.
aluminum casting on that drive. And a great kind of steam
What do you do during your day?
I work at a semiconductor fabrication line.
Oh, wow.
Well, that would be convincing.
All right.
There can only be one. You gotta get in the middle and kill each other.
Hey guys, stop going after the small potato. You prefer Star Trek or Star Wars? Or neither is an option.
I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't really care for Star Wars.
That's still
Oh!
They're both fine. I'm not like a.
What is your favorite?
Are you worse?
Not really.
Are you a doctor?
Who's your favorite YouTuber?
There's a guy that does like his own basket. Old Ford. Nice.
You don't understand. If you're a true YouTuber, follow YouTube, you just end up places. You don't follow.
Yeah.
There is that.
That's what happens when you fall asleep with your Chromecast on autoplay.
That happens too.
I know. You're like, how am I watching the world world's worst dating videos. I was watching machining videos earlier.
Well, I have to watch the world's best dating video now.
Yeah. Other questions for James?
Ew.
Sour patch.
Ew.
I have an important question for you. It is the question, and those of you who really answer. We'll ask him the question with you for the response. Do you know any good sites? You know the question. What's that? Oh, there you go. Thank you. All right. Any final questions for James? Final question for James.
I don't think I've ever seen, what is it, the next generation?
That's a wonderful
Oh,
question.
God.
I guess Curry. There you go.
Cool. All right. Thank you, James. You may be seated unless you have anything else to add to support your.
Learn all the important stuff.
Cool. Awesome. And James did drywall, so he gets
Yeah, so
automatic
drywall
points
points right there.
Cool. Thank you, James. So there are 3 that we're voting on this month. We have 3 ballots. So thank you.
And it's directly in my crotch.
It's like hello. That's hello everyone.
Oh. Did I mention you're recording?
Oh, you're right. More often now I have 2 phones. We have
This is
Nicole,
pretty.
who is Jamie's
My baby intern.
former intern.
No, current intern.
Current self, she's summer intern?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is why she's still here. She can't be here tonight because their film is over and she's home. So she was the one setting off rockets and then cleaning up after herself so much that people couldn't do that one. Yeah.
Then we also have Kim Hoover. He is the gentleman who came with Tim, the beef jerky guy. He's really awesome as well. And we have August, who has been around here forever and is now just going to be a member, which is pretty awesome too. Hi, August.
He's over there. Hi, August.
Yeah, you can't vote for yourself. That's a little weird.
I love the efficiency of these ballots. This is much better. How much do you pay if you do it like this?
Let's have. We normally would make August leave the room, but really.
Turn up the video.
Everybody set? Yes. Do you have a collection?
We're going to take the collections?
You need a golden plate. I guess I have extra. So.
Is my family? I don't know.
No.
Oh, here you
Maybe.
go. Not anymore.
Here's the box.
All right. So while Dave is collecting, you don't mind to go on, right? Okay. So I'm going to skip ahead because one of these I want Dave to address, actually. So first of all, everyone, you should congratulate our newest board member, Sage.
Yay! Oh, new board member.
Yeah. Sage is filling out the remainder of a 1-year term because we had some people who had to leave due to some other issues. So she will be joining our board for the next year until the annual meeting.
And they got a mercy on you. Yay!
We have our first meeting with her tonight, so she gets to be fully indoctrinated at that point. Okay, so carpet cleaning. Yes, it was.
That was
It's the next thing on the list. Carpet cleaning. There have recently been a lot of wood and metal shavings being tracked into the carpeted areas. Make sure you wipe your feet before you come in. And other ideas for mitigation of this, we actually just purchased a high-end commercial vacuum, like literally a commercial vacuum that will be here tomorrow. It should never break. It's an ORC, and they've been making the same model for commercial hotels and stuff for like 30 years. Tomorrow. It is. Well, it's one of the 8-pound ORC extra lights, but it's like built like a tank without. It's got like 3 moving parts.
at any rate, since we can't like magnet aluminum up,
Yeah.
and it's all throughout the carpet. You vacuum.
We got a new vacuum, but please try to keep metal and wood shavings in the wood shop area itself. If we need to buy new mats, we can do that. If you have any other ideas, please let us know.
I was gonna say, but
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get there.
I would say to you that, the one that's near the, benchtop sign it's just an old dead carpet that's falling apart.
If someone will pick up mats from Walmart, I will reimburse you personally if the board doesn't. And I think the board will. Is there a case rebate for tech mats?
Maybe.
I think they're.
Are they too expensive?
Yeah,
Just not last
they're
long
really
enough?
pricey, and we'd have to replace them every day.
That was it.
Yeah.
It'd probably also help if the ones that are out there were cleaned.
Anyway,
Yeah.
okay. We have a couple things. We ordered a new vacuum. There is a new Familab commercial vacuum. It takes bags. It takes belts. We ordered bags and belts. It will work marvelously. And the other stuff, Jamie, do you want to take that parking thing, or do you want me to just go?
I can take both of the other things if you like.
Well, David really wanted to talk about the first one. The guest thing.
Okay, yes. We are completely fine with bringing guests. Everybody's allowed to bring guests. Please bring guests and be members. Guests are great. Please don't, if you have a guest come in, or if somebody says, hey, I want to come in your lab and say it's Slack, whoever is the person letting them in takes responsibility for it. You don't just walk off and leave. Don't be guests just showing up and staying unaccompanied, because they are not members, they're not paying members. If they break rules, they don't care. It's not their deal. And badges. The way we identify is by badges. Everybody can bring a badge. Although right now I'm not, because that's my car.
We also have the provisional
We have-
badges
Usually says Nancy.
in an amusingly terrible tangerine voice you can't possibly mix.
Yeah, so essentially, members get this badge with the branding. If you don't have one, email me your photo. Provisionals have an ugly orange badge.
It's awesomely ugly. It's still it'll walk. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah,
It was pretty good.
it's like this.
But we recently, there was a guest here super late with like one or two other members, and nobody had any idea how to shut the lights off. Also, if you don't know how to shut down the space, see me after the board meeting, and we'll walk you through it. There's a list on the door, but we'll talk you through it, because the lights were left on all night, because no one had any idea how to turn them off.
Yeah, so if you're a member, please try to wear your badge all the time when you're in here. They are safe to use around cooling. If you have to take it off, use like a weight or something, put it back on afterwards. But if you get a pop machine, they'll pop right off. They're not going to kill you. Yes, I know. I think Lance has your ID. I got a lanyard in my bag. Yes. So who here does not have one? Okay. Please make sure you email me a photo.
Familab.org.
Or Slack it up to me or whatever.
Photos
Photo. If you email anything at Familab, it goes to Lance. I'll get it. If you email it to someone's name, it'd like to go to us. Also, speaking of email addresses, Sage's new email address is sage@familab.org. Email it there.
I was totally caught off guard with the announcement. I'm so excited. I'm really excited to be of service because I super love this community. So
We're glad to have you.
Yay!
I know.
Family
Bring a
member?
family member, they can't hear me.
Yes.
I can talk.
Okay, go ahead.
Additionally, so family members, bring in family members as part of your membership. If they're going to get a key card, a badge, they go through the whole process. If they don't, they can still be here, but they have to be with you. You cannot send them with your badge and say, here, have fun playing with the laser, or here, have fun with the heavy machinery. If your associated family member, whoever that may be, is here, you need to be with them.
And all training applies.
Yes, they can't use the laser without laser training. They can't use the Haas without being walked through it, et cetera, and so on.
And they do have the ability to get their own badge, and essentially they're a full voting member at that point once they're actually, once they go through the process. Every $50 member gets one immediate family member, technically. And then every $100 member has it it's written right now, it's one immediate family member, and then one person if they want to sponsor someone. So they've got someone they know that really benefit from the lab but can't afford it or whatever, you have the ability to sponsor someone. So those are what you get your different tiers. As a $50 member, your family member, like I said, still has to go through the same process that James just went through.
If they want to back.
If they want to back.
Otherwise, they can.
Otherwise, you're just a guest. Cool. Any questions? All right.
Next is me.
Next is Jamie.
So I understand the parking situation is really kind of sucks on busy nights. This night and open house especially. But if people parking in front of the roll-up, you tend to block the dock for unloading, for taking trash out, for loading things, and for the handful of folks who have electric vehicles and would like to plug in. So please don't park in front of the dock unless you absolutely have to. I've parked way down in East Chihunga for tonight, and that's not a big deal. It's a few extra hundred. Especially if you're like the only person here, just try to be awesome for everybody else and not park in front of the door.
Cool. Other thing, if you have to park along the back sidewalk, instead of parking parallel to the sidewalk, if you actually kind of turn at an angle and park with your car's nose kind of facing the sidewalk, you can fit a whole lot more cars that way. It's not super important or critical, but that way we get more cars, especially for open house and meeting nights and events and so on and so forth. Don't block the sidewalk there, because that's bad access. Correct.
Could we paint some lines?
No.
Permit.
It's an unfortunately expensive permit, and if you do it without asking, it's an even more expensive fine. And we'd have to bring it to code like that. And there's how many spots we have. We absolutely were constructing. I would think it'd be nice, but no, it's not that now. We asked when we were doing construction, and there's oddly strict codes about painting lines on parking lots.
Go to the sidewalk.
Maybe I shouldn't work with this.
Only matters if they do. And they do. Code enforcement comes by here at an unfortunately regular basis for some reason. I don't know why, but they're here a lot. So
Fire company, I think that's when the fire started.
yeah. Code enforcement comes here a lot. So any other official business that I'm missing? I think it's a short meeting, which is awesome. Okay, so cool parts.
Closing
That was it. Closing the minutes. So now, yeah.
Man, let's vote again.
Oh, yay!
Yay!
Welcome, August. Because you're the only one here. Email me your photo.
Any photo, any photo. If you don't send him a photo, you're going to get my photo.
And he doesn't say what photo you're going to get of his. We're still recording.
Okay.
I saw it.
And you already have a same logic.
You have to set up.
I don't know if I
Offline. Cool. So this is our fun times. So in the fun times, we did doing something awesome this month. Does anyone have an awesome box thing? Hi, Lance.
I'm acting for 3 hours for Google I/O.
Wow, thank you.
I forgot to mention about that during the meeting. Like, clean up after yourselves. There's no reason people need to like spend 3 hours vacuuming or wipe things off the toilet.
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, especially tonight, make sure it's clean. We've got a lot of people coming in tomorrow that are not members.
Please be nice to me. I don't want to have to clean for 3 hours tomorrow.
Dave?
Last night I was here, Sunday was long.
Okay.
That was really awesome.
Yay!
Oh, and Tracy, got rid of that room and replaced it with a white one.
Yeah. 500 points to Tracy for scrubbing down the laptop light.
If you didn't hear, Mr. Mike is our newest college graduate.
Yay! When's the Masters, Mike?
Don't ask. I work there.
tomorrow morning.
What's your bachelor's in?
Unmanned aircraft system science.
That's very specific.
Drone stuff.
we doing drone racing with the lab now?
Are we gonna call drone attacks on other first responders stations in Orlando?
Now that's an entire board decision. See you at the next. In 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Other cool stuff people have done.
Your prototype. Show us, Ted.
Oh, cool.
Show us your things. Tell us what your prototypes are of.
The Super Nintendo drop it.
Ooh.
But you don't get off because I spent like $300 on them.
Oh my God.
Maybe it's worth it.
How did you get for $300? 6?
Actually, no, that's not fair. I got the-
Okay.
Oh, popular.
So,
A lot for one board.
Yeah, we took the design time.
A lot for one board? Yeah, because I told you that the PCB was going to be $40. Oh, no.
If you'd like to buy one, see Ted.
Well, not today. I need all these stuff. Too late. Wait for the Kickstarter.
And Ted and Daniel, don't you guys have something cool coming up pretty soon? It's like in 2 weeks. What's happening with
That's
Newport?
Tell us about it.
Unfortunately, Ted's probably tell you more.
so that the speakers, the microphone can hear.
God. Bart is coming, and Carlos got Bart involved. They're gonna bring alcohol.
So Jamie and his brother do the burgers. Bart's coming out to the alcohol. No, it's not on the lab's tab. Lots of video games. We're asking for donations. We're not charging for it. There's an Eventbrite, which would be lovely just for estimating the numbers. It's on the calendar. Go click the link to Eventbrite and sign up to the Yes.
And there's a meetup as well.
Yeah, there's a
I just did it on the camera.
Slack, if anyone has any alternatives,
I don't know, Gracie, I'll tell you that much.
oh,
Okay.
what's happening? This guy is making.
Yeah, so on the Haas, I have been doing aluminum NES controllers. and
Aluminum.
If I can find like another day of good time, there's potentially going to be one up for grabs as a giveaway or a raffle or something. I'll figure out the details. But
Andrew loves you.
if we do this as a raffle, then it will all go to lab, since it was made entirely via lab on lab equipment, and they're awesome in the food. And yeah,
That's their aluminum NES controller. I mean, that's cool.
Pieces of it.
How comfortable are they? We'll find out soon enough.
Yes. Yes, they will be fully functional. You'll take PCB controller and a regional NES controller or one of the like $10 phones. You can sacrifice PCB something on, and it'll fit right in there. I'll be making quite a few more of these, but I've been busy and I only just now got all the bugs worked out in the program and the processing. But they're cool, and there's some like effective ones out on the table on the stuff. Everyone is showing now. I can do that.
Yeah.
Might I suggest a Ferris medal in the future?
4140 steel NES controller.
Right, while we come back, first Thursday of the month, I think it's the 9th, this is for June.
Okay.
Is the monthly Arduino workshop. Bring your Arduinos, bring your questions, bring your answers, bring your cool projects, show them off to other Arduino folks. Thursday the 9th.
Oh, wait, I'm doing the thing too.
What's about that thing?
There's a grinder thingy in metalworking area that's covered in dust. I don't know. Nick said, hey, repurpose.
I love you too.
And sandblasted off the covers for the wheels themselves. And they're now done lab. So they're going to have
A nice new rusty, but now not rusty bench project.
Nice.
Okay. So,
I think yes.
And it's over $250?
I'll
To this,
I'll line.
the intent is eliminated, but I guess you have to control it.
Side note, okay.
In this controllers, this one is very little finished because I tried to make these holes just a fraction bigger and forgot that my origins in a different place when it has extra stock on it and when it doesn't have extra stock on it. And for the secondary, they have a really weird shaped button. And then these are going to probably be sandblasted and then anodized for the final product.
And as a gold.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll probably do a handful of different colors.
It's a great way to play Wii.
You do rose gold, they could charge like $600 or $800 for that point.
I'll see what I can offer the colors people want. But I plan on making at least a handful. But the first one is going to be first one's one. The second one is going to be up for
Cartridges.
Yes.
Cartridges.
Take the PCB out of the cartridge.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna need room for washers for that.
Now the next model you're going to go, okay?
So
I'm doing this.
So you're not paying anything over $250.
This is how I want to be instructed.
Donate, but
Oh, you're not getting
they're loaning, but don't put it on the line.
So you put it in activation, also use it as a weak one. The classic controller, but
Go for it.
So side note, if you are loaning something to the lab, yay. But if it's over $250 or you really care about getting it back, you should have a lease with us. So
It's
that
liability.
we know that we're actually going to give it back.
Well, and if somebody breaks themselves with it, the liability on our insurance and not you.
That too.
Just
remind you.
Oh, other really cool stuff. Lance and I just set up temporarily, but we'll do soon permanently. The audio through the Chromecast for the plastic speakers, what you guys heard earlier. So please, underscore, exclamation point, please. Don't unwire that projector and plug in the speaker to it. It's as good as it needs to be. If you need audio, it's done for it.
I'm afraid for it.
That could have ended for me.
So right now the audio is put off the Chromecast right over there, but there are other ways that we will very soon have other audio. Don't rewire the projector.
I've made it difficult to rewire. Hopefully.
I saw that you just pressed
yeah, that works.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, so right now it's Chromecast. So it's running through the DSP. The Chromecast goes into the DSP, and it's one of the selections you can make. So very shortly we'll have more inputs, but we have to wait for my return tomorrow. So yes, it's pretty awesome. You can play music through the Chromecast or YouTube or whatever. You can actually stream from your phone and essentially play anything. And it does work with the projector off as well as the projector on.
So if you have an app that doesn't support the Chromecast audio, you can use Chromecast video as opposed to the video.
Cool. Any other cool things? Yes. Oh.
Yay!
Let me tell you, it looks fucking phenomenal. It's such an out there.
The other thing also for the reworking and solving areas, and I
This is
think
the organizing valve. Wait, I
Yeah.
got something else. Okay, so Joe, you're a little neurotic and I love it. So Joe and Nick and I don't know who else has been involved, but they have like 70 companies.
Oh yeah, that.
So they're like, hey, can I have free stuff? Like that's literally what they're asking.
So,
We have had about 20% success rate, I would say, from the place we put back to. Or no, we've had a higher success rate than that when we go back, but overall about 20% of companies we got to have responded and said something positive. Orange Mice has said that they will. They're a company that makes very nice devices for CNC and other machining applications. They're donating what sounds like at least one device, and their bonus stand retails for $1,600.
Yeah.
So They're doing some work holding. They didn't specify a number, so I'm hoping. But, yeah, they did, box tools sound positive. They, we still have yeah, someone else said that they're doing look at it in the next meeting. But we're getting positive results, just effectively cold calling. Here's my good grants.
I was just gonna say,
We have a whole list.
Jamie and Jimmy are gonna send me here and say, if you have people in companies that you haven't thought of, that you'd like to contact or have other people contact, there is a Google Doc in the grant, pinned in the grants channel with everybody who's been contacted, what the stuff is, who contacted them, and what the response was. And there's a to-do list, there's a wish list. So go in there, put stuff on there. If you want to write a letter, like these guys have been doing, there's also one pinned in grants, I think.
There's a kind of
Or if you're nervous, want to find
when you don't know where to start. I mean, just put your own spin on it. The less copy pasta, the personalized, the better. But it's a good place to start and kind of see about what we can do.
And then when you do that, if you choose to do that, if you CC treasurer, I can keep track of that. Yeah, just put it in a spreadsheet, no matter what.
And it's a really big deal to do this. It's really good. That's how we got things like the Laker, was talking with them and building relationships. So if you can find, if you know a company that you've got a relationship with, or you want to try to build one, that's a really good thing.
Yeah.
Help a lot.
That's true. It's not just necessarily them giving us stuff. It's building a relationship and even us just buying things at cost or whatnot.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of companies will jump up and down for us putting their logo on our website, or a sign in our metalworking or fab lab or woodworking areas. You don't have to offer a lot for a lot of places, and we are a 501c3 educational charity, so they can factor it out. And I will happily write those receipts to all the official things.
Do you want to help with that? Want grants? Even if you just have stuff around you, you're like, oh, it's really nice to have this thing. That's a big thing. Or a vacuum, or whatever, or a theory, or tools, or things. Even if you don't have to do it at the time, you have the recommendations to direct it out. You've got stuff to actually look at. Look at the website, and I have trouble thinking that, so I have, yeah, we can have
I don't believe we have yet.
Or the parent company mixing things.
But yeah, well, I know the parent. You have stuff that lab to do.
And someone will.
We're gonna run out at the rate that we're going. Places to ask.
Because Joe will send a Twitter to Ron Swanson. Hey, can you help with my table saw?
Okay, so I'm gonna go there. Radio astronaut boy, go for it. You and your sauce.
Oh, what is it you're trying to get us?
So I want to get us a cast table saw for the company, so I mean, they're entry-level saws like $600. So we're trying to raise
Worth $40.
They were $40. One, Siraj, that is really part of the saw that right down. You put it into the seats. That's a good breakout. I'm sure we're like, cool stuff like that.
Not with our table saw.
So our table saw is kind of scary.
Our table saw is probably the single most dangerous.
There's a sign on it that says that.
There is, and there's zero safety equipment on it. It doesn't have the knife, doesn't have the feather board, doesn't have a.
So, contribute to Saw Stop 2016.
Okay, so last thing, I'm on a whole sign thing, and I think this.
I have a suggestion on the purge table for it to be right outside the door, because that's where all the, if there's a flat surface by the door, that's where everything goes.
So, yeah, I think the whole board by myself. American Arts and Crafts style. I will be making one for the wood shop in more of a movie style. That's my whole thing right there. Then whatever else I feel like maybe for the lab, or if you guys have sort of an idea, I can probably figure something out. But I think the time is like some sort of hidden talent. not sign.
First game.
Actually, speaking of shit to laugh,
Oh.
Crazy.
sorry. We're kind of on a little venture of cleaning up level flat surfaces.
We love you.
Use them. I did the soldering benches, and we're talking about moving the lockers. Yeah, so open up the metal area. The lockers. Yeah, just that's we have a lot of stuff that's taking up space in the lab that does not take network.
If you don't have a member bin, come talk to me. And you want one, come talk to me.
All members get a free bin. It's yours for free forever. If you don't have one, we've got one for you.
If you have stuff that doesn't fit in the bin, you need to talk to people.
So yeah, we're just trying to clean up, organize stuff. I organize the wires, organize.
I use something.
I will also be putting sorted links of the rope on the wall to show the dudes the ropes.
There's a joke about that I'll save for after.
Anyways, so yeah, that's kind of.
You guys are all doing awesome things. Everyone's doing awesome things.
I like to recommend we like do some nice venture sort of things. Companies or doing stuff.
But blog posts putting their logos and stuff on the website, signs, and I'll be writing donation receipts and things letters, but always open to more stuff.
I've been responsible for a lot of the events in the metalworking area. I've also been trying my best when I'm not making events to clean it up and get that place organized. But I've kind of been doing the sign thing along with Joe. I guess about a month ago, I was just sitting in the catalog waiting on some stuff. I just wrote up the signs. It's really labeled. People get asked about who's the point of contact for such and such and nobody can do it. So there are signs in the Fab Lab and the lobby, and now there's going to be one in the food area. I've got one in the development area. If someone wants to be the point of contact for something, I think Bacula has been managing that, and make yourself a sign. I have templates for doing big ones that are easy to do. They're in Dropbox somewhere. You can't find them. Buggy, all free. And then if you want to make a sign for something on the warehouse, so you're at Conto, if you want to do it on the CNC, I think you probably find some time. I can try to find some to do that. Or if you want to do it in the style of the area, like the welding area, you have to work with it. That's totally cool to go around that. But if you want the sign templates, or you want to make some time to do it, helps it makes everything look a little bit more. People don't ask the questions over and over again about who's the author and what. Why do I have no fingers? Who's trying to ask about using the table saw?
I'm glad you still have it.
Here's some replacement.
Why we have these three pictures to make my
Cool. Thank you guys very much. I think we're stuck. You have more stuff?
I have a hand raised for half an hour.
I didn't.
I can't follow up on it, so.
It's all about
Okay.
I've been on the list. Someone else was shooting for me, right, just let me know. I just had a crazy week that past couple days.
Then what do you have?
Good word coming up in time, it's fine.
Did we have any financial issues hooked up?
Not really. I'm behind on financials. This is nothing new. Sorry, I'll get it fixed. I was out of town. I'm filing our taxes. Hopefully this weekend or the next. I got an extension for us because my account is full.
Does anyone like doing taxes?
Tax Act now covers the 1099.
Cool. Thank you all. We have a short board meeting after this.
well, I say short. We're gonna make it
Yeah,
short,
fine.
it's got a pretty long agenda to it. If anyone would like to sit in on the board meeting, you're always welcome, not after a regular meeting. Tonight's is no different, but, we have a lot of things to discuss. You're welcome to sit in and listen and learn about the intricacies of the inner workings of MLab, how we think it works.
That's too much concerns. Nobody else wants to.
Lots of buckets. We say it's lots of buckets.
Side by.
It's one of the most shit when we're on it.
Cool. All right. Thank you all. Go make some cool stuff.
And keep the lab clean for me tonight.
Yes, please keep the lab clean, especially tonight. We have lots of guests coming in tomorrow.
Goodbye, Internet.
Bye, everyone here.
Bye.
After local politician, smile and.